Welcome to Ecomm Cowboy. This is is my mic on? Is my mic on, Producer Jack? It is. Great news. Welcome to Ecomm Cowboy. This is D2C's daily show where we believe ads are not bad. They're awesome. Ignorance is expensive and the American dream is alive and well on the wild web today. It is Wednesday, July 15th, 2026. In the year of our Lord, we're coming to you live and in living color from a beautiful yet undisclosed location hidden in the Austin, Texas hills. Colin Doherty is distracting me right now. We're brought to you by Proxima, Universal Ads, Tide, Trend Track, Rich Pedal Intelligence, North Beam, Seguno, Postscript, Rocked, After Sale, Sati, Slash, and others. And we have got a jam-packed show for you today. IM8 raises $1 billion. Pretty impressive number, to say the least. Probably Beckham is happy because now he can finance all of that CAC to come. In addition to this gap, and Hailey Bieber doing interesting things on the timeline. Anthropic, huge backlash against their commercial justified, methinks. And the curious case for recommerce. I'm looking at the margins. I kind of think that some of us should actually just be in recom. I really do think this. We're going to be joined by the one and only Cody Schneider, co-founder and CEO of Graft today, in addition to guest host, the one and only Nate Lagos of Shooting Doubles. As always, I'm joined by my partner in crime, Colin Doherty. Colin, get in here.
Yo, is my mic on?
Your mic is on.
Yo, is my mic on?
You're in the chat. Like, I'm trying to give people a monologue. I'm trying to introduce what is happening, and you and Nate are just in the chat, just blah 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 blah, and I'm like wanting to read it.
Yeah.
I'm like trying. Awesome. I'm trying to get into our whole thing here.
Yeah.
And I'm slightly distracted.
Yeah. Dude, I'm FOMO maxing these days. That's what I'm doing to you.
Well, you are. You are. That's a great reframe of distracting. I like I like that. FOMO maxing. We must bring guest host here at the front of the show, the one and only Nate Lagos, founder of Shooting Doubles, copywriter extraordinaire. Get in here, Nate. Let's go.
Yo, what's up, guys? Chris, if you want to know what we're saying when we're backstage, bring us on the show. You stick us back there for like 4 minutes,
Yeah.
We're going to talk and hang out.
Dude.
Well,
I wake up at 7 and he just sticks me back there, and
I backstage the whole time.
There's just a way to begin things, It's just the beginning. It's not the ending. It's not the middle, Yeah.
Sorry, I'm impatient. I'm just super excited to be back.
I like to give you and Colin and all the people that come here a proper introduction. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you deserve a clap of sorts. Hey, by the way, copywriting camp. Is there any seats left? Does
3 tickets left?
3 tickets left.
And then shut it off to everyone.
Last time we were here, a few of the seats got sold out while we were here.
Yep.
I'm going to be there. By the way,
you are. You took the fourth to last one.
I took the bait because you're a good copywriter, Nate Lagos.
Thank you, sir.
And I want to upskill myself. Gentlemen, big story of the day here. IM8 raises $1 billion. Millions. That's for like the least of us. The big boy move is to raise $1 billion. Producer Jack, bring this up. This story comes to us by way of, I guess officially TechCrunch. There was also, I think our friend Drew Fallon was also tweeting about this yesterday. But here from TechCrunch, David Beckham's health drink startup IM8 takes $1 billion from General Catalyst's unusual CVF fund. CVF doesn't make standard venture equity investments, but offers what are essentially loans with some non-traditional repayment terms. Startups funded by CVF repay the loan amount along with a fixed capped the percentage of revenue they generate. As such, GC isn't buying stock and won't have ownership stake in IM8. Likewise, the startup's ownership will not be diluted. As GC previously told TechCrunch, this is an option for startups that have predictable revenue streams and a plan for how more capital will supercharge their growth. IM8 was co-founded by CEO Danny Young, self-described high school dropout. Danny, I think, has been on the timeline and talking as of late. I have seen him on the interwebs, had an incredible dinner with the man, Bend It Like Beckham himself. They got IM8 going, a subsidiary owned by Prenetics, and its vitamin drink has gone viral. And methinks they do have such predictable growth and LTV to the extent that they can have $1 billion at their availability to finance that future CAC. Loan is structured to finance up to 70% of IM8's customer acquisition costs, and in return, GC receives a capped share of what it calls reference income. That's defined as the revenue generated from those customers multiplied by a fixed gross margin assumption. Once GC has recovered its investment and hits its cap on the revenue share, all subsequent revenue from those customers will go to Prenetics. We'll start with you, Colin Doherty. Your thoughts on this? A Billy now available to IM8 as they continue to grow.
Yeah, this is incredible for them. Yeah, Bill D'Alessandro corrected me on corrected me on the financing of this. So it's not a raise; it's a line of credit that IM8 can borrow against to finance CAC. But to get a $1 billion line of credit, the model and the structure of their company is probably pretty sound. And so they see this kind of easy payback period to fuel LTV, which I think a lot of subscription brands would, really, really favor from, because you're just basically kicking the can down the road as you build up that LTV. This is really great. I love to see this. I love to see capital go into into the consumer industry. And this is still incredible, and it's a huge win for our industry.
Nate, you've done some work in supplements, my friend. Your takes on this?
Yeah, I've lived on both sides as a CMO of a supplements brand and a CMO of a watch company that had basically no LTV to speak to. I saw you guys had Ryan on the other day, by the way, good episode. And everyone is looking at supplements and consumables and, this whole MRR Ecomm as like the future of what we all should be working towards and what we all should be building. But I want you guys to realize this is what you're about to go compete with. Ooh. A company with $1 billion war chest to go acquire customers at like a 0.1 AMER because they can. And by the way, all their ads are going to have David Beckham's face on it. So grass is not always greener. I know it seems like the best time ever to start a supplements brand, but I think you need to start considering the Goliaths that you're going to be going up against, because I guarantee you are not starting yours with $1 billion line of credit where you can go acquire customers on Facebook for $1,700, because I think that's what they're going to be doing with this money.
This is a significant amount, giant war chest.
Yeah.
I think this is a really fair point. Everybody wants a supplement company. We all wish we had started a gummy brand 5-10 years ago. Predictable LTV, all of the things. Actually, Ushan from Recharge said, if you're first in this, you got a heavy advantage over those who are coming behind you once you've established the habit in your customer base, etc. This is a great point. It's a great point. When people raise $1 billion and they've got that, or excuse me, when they secure $1 billion for their war chest to go up and to the right, and they've got Beckham on the front of it, that's a tough one to get into. Here's my question. I really don't even know what IM8 is. I still don't know. I know it's Beckham. I know it's red. Like, that's cool because it's not green, right? It's red. It's different. But what is this? It's like a vitamin shake of sorts?
That's a great question. I didn't know it was called IM8 until you said it on air. I thought it was like M8 or like IM8 or something.
Maybe it is.
I was like pronouncing it like it was a word.
M8.
So yeah, I don't know much about it. Colin?
Well, Colin, you know what this thing is? And it's relevant here because, like, who are their competitors? Like the vitamin shake people? Like, I'm genuinely asking. It's like daily multivitamins, except it's fancy and it comes in great packaging, and you gotta compete with David Beckham. Like, who are they competing against?
Yeah, it's basically like when you think about Athletic Greens, that's the Hulk. And then I'm going to get nerdy with it. When you think about IM8, that's the Red Hulk.
Okay, that's Red Hulk.
Same, but different. Same, different. Think about
Ultimate
it that way.
Ultimate Essentials, 1 sachet, 90 ingredients, everything your body actually needs. It kind of sounds like they've got the clinician's choice, obviously. Kind of sounds like, hey, all of the stuff you should be taking, but you're not, and you don't want to think about. Like, here's sexy packaging and like sexy people on the front of it that promote it.
90 ingredients is insane.
It's a lot of
gotta wonder
ingredients.
the dosing validity of that, though. Not to be the bad guy in the room, but the dosing validity of those to like actually make it a viable dose of that ingredient.
So Beckham's got a stack. Beckham,
Beckham.
like his stack is the Essentials Pro plus the longevity set. So
Yeah.
there's like a longevity set on top of their daily Ultimate Essentials Pro. The longevity set is orange, which I think is great for them. Beautiful gradient, not red, not green. It's orange. I wonder though. I wonder, like, are they going? Who are they going against? They're going against like all vitamins, I guess. All
Yeah.
vitamins, all stacks. Like, keep it simple. Here's beautiful people taking it. You should.
Yeah,
take it
I mean,
too.
based on this ingredient list, they can kind of go at and compete with anyone in the health and wellness space. And then, yeah, the creator roster is nuts. Like, Beckham's obviously the guy, but after that, they have Giannis and Ollie Behrman, an F1 driver, the world #1 tennis player on here.
Yeah.
By the
Arina
way,
Sabalenka.
if you guys are a creator or if you guys host a podcast like we do, we should probably hit them up to sponsor because they're going to have dollars to throw around.
take
This
'em.
might be a
True.
cash grab for creators and athletes here.
We'll take it, especially for fueling creators.
Of course.
Maybe IM8 is the key for fueling creators and being on stream. I think it would be cooler, if they raised, because it's like, oh yeah, it's like $1 billion, like somebody just values them that much. But honestly, this may be better for them.
Yeah,
in
they
the
can still
long
have
run.
it. They can
just
still have an exit.
They
Well,
just
dude,
have
'cause-
$1 billion available to them at all
Yeah.
times. And if the math makes sense, which apparently it does.
Yeah, if
then
you
good for
you
them.
actually raise $1 billion, it's so hard to have an actually good outcome
Crazy.
out of that.
Yeah.
Like, it would have to go insane. But yeah, I think this is smart, and I wonder if internally they're projecting not needing all of that, but giving them a buffer to tolerate some, 4-figure CACs on Meta for a couple of years.
crazy.
But yeah, dude, I'm super interested to see like the case study of this in 2 years to see like, all right, what happened? How much did you spend?
That's so
How'd it
true.
go? Because I think it could absolutely crush. I think it could not. So yeah, I'm super interested to see what happens.
Okay, question. If you had to choose somebody else to be the face of your vitamin drink brand,
Oh,
could not have Beckham, who would you choose? I'm not
Ooh.
sure who I would choose, but I think Beckham is a global star, who's married to Posh Spice. So pretty great choice on their
I've got an
side
answer
here.
that I think
Yeah,
I'm
who
I
would you
confident
choose?
have an
confident
answer as
in.
well. I have an
Colin,
answer.
say yours at the
No,
the
you
count of
say
3.
you say it first. I got mine. I don't want to say mine because I think
Jake
you're gonna
Paul.
That's a-
Oh,
that's a decent pick.
Huh? Okay.
That's a decent
Okay.
pick.
I mean, the guy's like out there like fighting Mike Tyson all the time. He's got a huge, YouTube channel, creator network, great investor and everything.
Yeah,
I
and
think it makes sense.
I mean, I think he's super relevant today. He's obviously an athlete and in great shape. And to be honest, like, this is his whole like YouTube creator space is the one space that I don't see these creators getting into health and wellness yet. Where like all of the people on IM8 here are, real athletes at the top of their field, but I wouldn't call them creators. So I think it'd be super valuable to go the opposite direction with that, because you're not going to get a better A-list roster of straight athletes that they have. So don't even try. I'd go Jake Paul and the creator route.
What, Colin Doherty, your choice?
I think I have a better pick because he is a Hall of
Aggressive.
Fame player, but he has migrated so aggressively into content now after he is retired that I think it's a home run.
Okay.
Also, his network of additional players that basically worship him. Anyone he touches, he's also the GOAT as well.
You're like Johnny Buildup right now. You're Johnny Buildup right
Are
now.
you
He
going
is
to say
the
Tom
GOAT.
Brady?
I'm going to say Tom Brady.
Oh, I
I'm gonna
like
say
Brady.
T- I'm
I
gonna
do
say
like
T.
Brady.
Because of
That's
it's
fair.
just so good on so many levels. It's so good on so many levels. And he's already working with creators. If you follow Tom Brady's YouTube channel, he is already partnering which I do, he is already partnering with some of the biggest fitness creators in the space to make collab videos. And so he has entered this like creator world already. And it's Tom Brady's mentality going into the creator world. It's like, I'm not going to bet against that.
The only way,
smart pick.
The only way
Let's
that
go,
I
baby.
think you perhaps top those two is just go a totally different route. And that's why I'm throwing out like, let's just pivot this thing and let's go the hot girl route and give me Kim K. Okay. Give me Sydney Sweeney. Give me Charlie D'Amelio or whoever I'm missing. Like, give me all of the like prominent women in Hollywood, TikTok, etc., who are the it girl, and just make this like I am beautiful. And it's not IM8, it's IMB. I am beautiful, and I'm going to be beautiful forever. And I think maybe you go that route, kind of pivot this thing, and like maybe it just works worldwide with women everywhere. I don't know. It's just it's a theory. It's a theory. I'm going to give myself a point right now, though, just because it was different. I mean, is that fair? Is there?
I think we all get points for that. So I think we all had good answers and good reasonings. I think we're all really smart. Great job, guys.
I think producer Jack, like typed in and said that I was the winner. I think we just missed it in the chat somewhere there, I think. But I agree.
Dude.
Everybody had a great answer. Moving forward to stories of the day.
Dude,
we'll talk about that in the post-show brief.
He's just been like just taking over these things with Jack. It's crazy, dude.
I thought I saw it in the chat. I did. Moving forward to stories of the day. Ladies and gentlemen, let us talk about Intelligems, one of Nate Legos' favorite weapons of choice. What is the next idea that could change your business? Is it a price change, adding subscriptions, maybe a new bundle, strategy, or an app? Discovering and testing those high growth opportunities is exactly why Intelligems exists. AI-powered testing platform helps you find the changes worth making. If you're looking for your next big idea, they have you covered. Go to intelligems.io/audit. Okay. In just a few minutes, you're going to have 3 ideas that you can walk away and test today. AI-powered audit, totally free. Go to intelligems.io/audit. Many thanks for Intelligems being part of the show. Speaking of hot girls, supplements, collab.
Speaking of hot girls, best segue in show business.
It girls. Let's call it it girls. Okay. Speaking of it girls, brand collabs, growing revenue and monies to the roof and beyond. Gap is releasing a new line of jeans with the one and only Hailey Bieber. This comes to us by way of Adweek. Was all over the timeline yesterday. Gap turns to Hailey Bieber to relive its 90s denim heyday. A few notes here, gentlemen. Gap has teamed up with Hailey Bieber to launch a denim capsule collection. If you don't know what a capsule collection is, go look it up. Campaign inspired by the 90s, an era the star says shaped her personal style. I would say the jeans here, very 90s. The Hailey jean is modeled on Bieber's favorite vintage Gap jeans. Comes in 2 fits, extra baggy, and the low rise loose across 6 washes with personalized details like Bieber's signature printed inside the pocket lining in 1996 branding. Capsule will go live from July 16 online in select Gap stores in the US, Canada, UK, France, Japan, and other international markets. Scroll down here, producer Jack. Show us some of these visuals. Can you play some of these? Like sound off, like just look at this. Okay, think of the 90s, giant computer. Yeah, just play it for us. Giant computer. You're walking up here. Very 90s. Very 90s. I think beautifully done. The Hailey jean is coming. 7/16 means that it drops tomorrow. And more. Keep scrolling down, producer Jack. There's some beautiful visuals here. Look at the CD. Look at the old school CD player from the 90s. You remember this, Nate Legos?
I do.
A beautiful thing.
Yeah.
I mean, the nostalgia is awakening inside of me. It's a thing of beauty. We'll start here with you, Nate Legos. The comeback tour begins and Gap continues to win. Your thoughts on this? You like or do you not?
I like it. I have a quick question for y'all. Was Gap cool growing up for you guys?
Oh, no. Gosh. I mean, not when I was in high school.
Yeah, not at all, right? Okay, so I think this is a good pivot for them towards cool. My question is, do you think this is for us? Do you think this is for women born in 96, millennials?
No. No.
Like, are young girls today, do they look at Hailey Bieber like she's cool and the trendsetter? I don't know.
I would think gotta be. I mean, she's Hailey Bieber. She's like Justin Bieber's wife. I mean,
Right.
you know,
Yeah.
she like she's got like what was her like cosmetic brand or something that she sold for a gazillion dollars? Was it Rode or I
Rode.
can't remember. Rode.
Yeah,
Like
it was Rode.
sold that for $1 billion. The phone case with the like the lip liners, lipstick thing, and you can tell it's really my you know, category of expertise here. I think that this has got to be huge for all Gen Z women. Am I off base here?
I have no clue. I don't think any of us on this panel are the guys to answer that question. But I think it's smart, especially because was it Abercrombie that did the Sydney Sweeney collab last year?
Yeah,
By the way,
Eagle.
American Eagle.
American Eagle. So maybe not as great an ad as I was about to compliment it on being, since I couldn't remember the brand name. But that was a great ad. Sydney has great jeans. It's a great tagline. So yeah, this looks like it's going to be a smash for them. It looks like it's going to take a brand that I don't think has been cool for 30 years. And I think this will reach, you know, women our age that still want to be young and hot, and reach the next generation of girls and women coming up.
Colin Doherty.
This is a home run collaboration. This is how you do a collaboration in the year of 2026. You get an absolute A-list influencer in the form of Hailey Bieber. And on top of that, you bake in nostalgia. Chris and I have covered on this show for the past 6 months. Nostalgia sells. Nostalgia sells so hard. And when you combine two things of nostalgia maxing and A-plus influencer, who also, by the way, her husband is Justin Bieber, one of like the craziest songwriter musicians of our generation. I would imagine he is also, he sometimes will do some like wink stuff to help promote Hailey's things. So as kind of a default, you have a little baked in double whammy with that. I think this is so smart. I think this is time and time again, Gap has showed that they are phenomenal at collaborations. And this is another one. I am pleasantly surprised how many incredible collaborations Gap has constantly been pushing. So many collaborations.
I'm bullish on this. And I think that American Eagle like sits in the Gap pyramid umbrella, don't they? Aren't they all like kind of under the same umbrella? I believe that
wouldn't surprise me.
I think that they are. Look this up. Fact check me, Colin Doherty. And producer Jack, I want you to tell us what you think of this. You type this in. Prove me wrong if I'm wrong. But I think that this is, I think it's going to be a huge win. I think they're going to grab two audiences. They're not under the same umbrella. I kind of
completely. So Gap owns Gap, Banana Republic, Old Navy, and Athletica, while American Eagle owns American Eagle, Aerie, Todd Snyder.
Okay, I still wonder if there's a bigger umbrella that they're both under. But okay. Well, moving forward, maybe I'm wrong. I think this is going to crush for them because it's very like what they did with Cat's Eye last year. Cat's Eye intense.
Gang.
Cat's Eye,
good. Yeah.
Intensely Gen Z, you know, a Gen Alpha coded. Okay. And it's not Blackpink. They're like in their 30s. Okay. This is Cat's Eye. These are like 18, 19, 20-year-olds. But what did Cat's Eye do? They're doing a commercial with Gap and they're dancing to a song that was popular when I was in high school. You know, my milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. I mean, and so it's like that mix of nostalgia, like with people who like weren't there to experience it. And I think what they grab is they grab Gen Z, probably grab some Gen Alpha, and they grab some millennials who are updating their wardrobe, no longer wearing the tight, super tight jeans. They want to look in the now, and they're going to follow Hailey Bieber and buy the Hailey jean. I think this is going to be a huge win for them, akin to what happened with Cat's Eye.
Dude, I think selling nostalgia to a group of young people that didn't actually experience that stuff is like actually a super underrated tactic.
Yes.
Like looking back for us, like we had a record player in our dorm room and listened to David Bowie and 38 Special and like a bunch of bands that we never were alive to experience. But at 19, we were like, yeah, we're nostalgic for something that we didn't experience at all. Is this generation's version of that going to be CDs and portable stereos? That's super funny to me. But yeah, like I think nostalgia wins time and time again. I don't think we've ever seen it really miss. And combine that with a great influencer, yeah, this is gonna smash. There's no way it doesn't.
I like this point. I like this point about selling nostalgia to people who never experienced it. I think there's a lot there. I think there's a lot there. I got word from producer Jack. She's a fan. She's a fan. Yeah. Jack says, I like it. She's famous. It's gonna win and it's gonna crush. Agree. We are on the same page there, producer Jack. Moving forward, next story here, Anthropic. Anthropic's getting the heat. Anthropic's latest AI safety commercial prompts backlash over its apocalyptic messaging. This tweet comes to us by way of Polymarket. I'd like to see this article here. Yeah, scroll down here, producer Jack. We can do a little watch and react here. Just play the thing so everybody has context. Sound on. Go ahead. Scary.
Can AI be trusted?
Scary.
Who's going to hit the brakes if we need to?
Scary.
I really ensure that what we're aiming to achieve really does benefit the majority of people.
If it ends up taking like almost all the jobs, then what does it mean to work?
Well, wait a minute. Why do we have to have this stuff? If a machine can pretend to care better than I can actually care, how do we draw the line there?
If we all had a voice in it, then I feel like it would be better. Could AI help people stop feeling misunderstood?
Horrible.
Could AI help me build more connections in the community?
Can AI help me be a better teacher, a better mom?
Maybe it'll cure some great things, you know?
Things that we're not even at the cusp of understanding yet.
Will it create a group of people that ask more questions?
What if we started to be more human again?
We don't want to lose the most beautiful parts of life.
Okay, well, there's hope, but wait, what's the final line here? There's hope.
There's hope in hard questions. Keep thinking.
Okay.
Chris, let me go. Dude, this is so bad. This is maybe the most tone deaf ad I've seen in a long time. And to me, it perfectly summarizes what is wrong with AI right now. They're glorifying the journey. They're glorifying asking hard questions. There's hope in that. There's not hope in that if the answers to those questions suck. And a lot of answers to those questions are not good. Can we trust AI? No. Who's going to hit the brakes if it goes wrong? Nobody. Is this going to make us more human? No, it won't. Like, this is so bad. I can't believe this got greenlit because the answers to all the questions they asked are very obviously no at the current stage of AI. And maybe those answers will change someday, but for now, I'm not confident in AI helping with any of the things that they ask of it in this commercial. So I don't really understand what they were going for. This seems like the intro to Will Smith's hit box office movie,
exactly.
I Robot, of like, hey, is this okay?
Yeah,
Maybe.
exactly.
Come on, give us all your money and data. And it's like, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think we're all tired. We're like tired of hearing that and seeing that. It's like, oh, is it going to take my job? Oh gosh, oh, it's so scary. Like they're like, and I think they're trying to transition it positively, like halfway through the ad and go forth. But I don't even get to that part because it's just like more seeding, like the Terminator 3, the Terminator 4, that's going to take place and going to happen. It just feels like a tiresome thing. I just want I don't want Terminator 4. I want Big Hero 6. I want Baymax. Bars. If we're talking to AI, like, give me Baymax, give me a big inflatable, like puffy robot guy that's going to love me and make me smile and like make me happy. And like, let's talk that. Like, that's a much more winsome marketing message than like, hey, like, ask the questions, especially when we know if you ask the wrong questions, actually your level of service gets downgraded inside of Claude. You actually get put backward to a lower level model. Like, asking the right questions or asking the hard questions is not it's not incentivized. It's not winsome. You're not supposed to do that. Actually, you'll get tracked and your service will get downgraded if you do that. I feel like this is a no-go. Colin Doherty?
Yeah, this is one of the worst ads I've ever seen. So just contrast this with the ad that we watched from OpenAI a couple days ago, Chris, where they were following the farmer. They were following the school teacher. They are basically showcasing, okay, yes, we know, AI, all that, bad stuff. They never talk about it in the ad. They just show, hey, this is how farmer is using OpenAI to help run their farm. Hey, this is how teacher is using OpenAI to help teach better. You could literally just run those ads until the end of time and everyone would love you. If you're Anthropic or OpenAI, you could just keep picking different vocations, like literally go down the list of every single vocation and be like, cool, we got teacher. Great. Who's next? Football player? Awesome.
Yeah.
Who's next? Data scientist? Great. Who else we got? Let's just keep rolling down the list of 1,000+ jobs. That's 1,000 commercials you could run. And everyone would be like, wow, that AI company is so helpful for all those people with their jobs. That's awesome. I like them. I like that OpenAI company. Great. Win. But instead of like, hey, framing this as weird questions and like, yeah, potentially if you don't ask the right questions, you're going to die, brother. And it's like, no, dude. We don't need you to like, I already have enough anxiety. I don't need you to give me more. Like, I'm already tapped out on the amount. Like, cool. I'm good with it. Just show me how you can help me.
Yeah, I think of some marketer at Anthropic was like, hey, it's important for us to acknowledge the objections and concerns that people have about adopting this technology. We're not going to do anything about them. We're just going to acknowledge them. And the whole ad is like, hey guys, we hear you. We're doing some creepy, terrifying stuff that you are right to be concerned about.
Yeah.
But anyways, see you next time.
Yeah.
Like, hey, no, you guys are supposed to go to the next step and tell us why we shouldn't be concerned about the answers to these questions. And you did.
It's like literally the Succession like segment where they're like, we hear you. It's like, so are you listening to us? And it's like, we hear you. It's like a double meaning. You're like, wait, so are you listening to our devices or not? And they're just like, we hear you.
We hear you.
We acknowledge your concerns.
Yeah,
we acknowledge your concerns.
Back to revenue generating activities for us.
It's like, this is crazy.
More, I am like shocked to say this, but more of the recent OpenAI footage, like more of that, like helping small family business CPG sell cereal out of their living room, more like automating farm for small business farmer who is like trying to figure out how to get his get his rain guards up and down, on a daily basis. It's like more of that is what's going to sell people on like, this has awesome benefits for everybody who is a normal person. Too high up, too big, like, oh, the biggest questions. And it's scary. The world is scary. Honestly, it felt very 2020. Okay. It feels very like everything, the world is scary. It's like, no, we're tired of that. We don't want that. Well, show me the benefits.
Dude, it's so frustrating because like AI is helping me, who's technically a solopreneur now, running 2 businesses, supporting my wife and daughter. My wife doesn't have to work anymore. Like, why are we not telling that story and others like it? Why does everything come with this like weird, dark, cryptic, sinister undertone when it's like, hey, this is not what we want this technology to be. We want this to help me do my job better, make me a little bit more money, save me a little bit of time. And it's getting decent at that. Like, it's getting to a place where I can do more today with less time and put more dollars in the bank account because of it. Why are we like, hey, don't worry, we probably won't take over the world? It's like, okay, I don't like this at all.
More benefits, less twisting of the ethereal knife in my side. Moving forward, last story of the day here, gentlemen. The curious case for recommerce. This story comes to us by way of Retail Brew. Okay, and let me give you some details here. My point in bringing this up is that I actually think that some of our 6 and 7 figure brand owners could actually have an incredible business at simply being a reseller in an incredible way. And I know, maybe you don't want to do that, but listen to what I got to say here. Article says perhaps no problem is more migraine inducing for the retail industry than returns. Estimated 15.8% of retailer sales, valued at $849 billion, expected to be returned. Chances are those returns not fetching full price second go around. Only 47% of returned items are subsequently sold for full price. More and more, they're ending up in being resold entirely, okay, with an average markdown of 38%. Recent examination by Retail Brew of B-Stock, an online marketplace where retailers and brands sell returned and excess merchandise in bulk, found many returns are drawing bids for a fraction of their original prices. A few examples. Walmart for 5 pallets of primarily apparel customer returns valued at $15,000, sold for $625. Auction by Target, 2 pallets of customer returns of women's apparel, total MSRP of $27,000, sold for $575. Auction by Dick's Sporting Goods, 2 pallets of customer returns, including NBA and NFL apparel, $46,000 MSRP, sold for $3,000 with about 6 hours left. I say this to say, like, there's a lot of stuff out there at incredible prices, and I think this is too little commented on, especially in our K-shaped economy. I think there may be some incredible reselling businesses out there to be had and capitalized on, especially by maybe middle of the org marketers who are making a ton of money for other people and could start making money, real money for themselves, live selling, getting things at a great price, and then offering them to win some audiences to be had. Am I crazy here, Colin Doherty?
I absolutely love this. If you bring up that that NFL Dick's Sporting Goods pallet again, it's like $46,000 worth of inventory, and then it was like $3,000 they paid for it.
Yeah.
Do you think there is $10,000 of margin you can make from that?
Yeah, of course.
And here's the thing: like, I don't know if you guys have been in eBay's UI recently. They make it so unbelievably easy to list things. Like, you could literally find a thing and be like, cool, I have a Patrick Mahomes jersey. It's a medium. I go onto eBay, Patrick Mahomes jersey, medium. Great, sell one like this. It populates all of it. Title, description, color, everything. All you have to do is take your phone, click, 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 3 photos, done, list. It took you, what did that take me? 3 seconds? Like, you could go through all of those, and all of that is already backed by NFL, NHL, really powerhouse brand names that have a kind of baked in demand of a fan base. That is like, it's like you're tripping over $10,000 opportunities.
Nate Legos, final words from you on this?
Yeah, if I was in college when this was going on, or in my early 20s, I would have done this my whole career, I think.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's very, very realistic that this is people's first path to making 10 grand a month. And there doesn't seem to be a whole ton of downside. That 5 pallets from Walmart sold for $600?
Yeah.
Like, it's insane. People can absolutely make money doing this. You know, one of my first like side hustle money making things in college was I bought a bunch of solar eclipse glasses from China when the eclipse came through South Carolina, and sold them all and made a few grand. And like, that opened my eyes to the world that I live in now and the career that I have. And yeah, to Colin's point, with how easy it's gotten to flip stuff online, this feels like a giant opportunity. And by the way, it's great for the brands too. Do you know how much time and money it would take Walmart to go through 5 pallets of stuff, figure out what's in good enough condition to put back on the shelves, figure out what they're going to have to throw away? It's so much easier and cheaper for them to just say, yeah, just take it for a couple $100, couple $1,000 bucks. So I think it's a win-win-win.
Nate Legos, We appreciate you joining the show, my
mate.
friend. Everybody go sign up for Copywriter Camp. We look forward to having you back next Wednesday. Thank you, brother. We appreciate
Thanks, guys.
You,
Thanks so much for having me, and I'll see you next week.
Coming up now, ladies and gentlemen, we have the one and only Cody Schneider, scaler of leads, grower of brands, creator of SaaS, and
he fires me up.
GTM to the moon. That's what
he
I
fires
think
me
about
up
when I think of the one and only Cody Schneider. Before he comes in, let us talk about universal ads, ladies and gentlemen. If your growth is plateauing on search and social, it's time to rethink TV. Universal ads makes it simple for D2C brands to run TV campaigns designed for performance. You get access to both premium streaming and linear inventory, all in the same place. UA doesn't do hidden markups or fees that eat into your results. 100% of your dollars is going to the actual media. Campaign setup and management feels just like search and social, be up and running in minutes. It's TV designed that delivers for performance marketers. Go to universalads.com, use the code UA Cowboy, get $1,500 in matched ad credits. It's a no-brainer. Many thanks for Universal Ads being part of the show. Now, Cody Schneider, co-founder and CEO of Graft. He is continually doing so many things with AI agents, go-to-market, etc. He is famous for saying that distribution is even more important than the product itself. He is cracked. We must bring him inside of the show. Everybody, welcome the one and only Cody Schneider of Graft. Get in here, Cody. Get inside this show.
He's got the Steve Jobs on.
Let's go. How you doing?
Let's go.
We're doing even better now that you are here, Cody. And I have to say, you're looking very Jobs-esque, very Steve Jobs.
This is my rock look, you know? I just only do when I do public. It's like everybody always in the comments just blows it up. It's like, anyway, it's really just engagement bait, but it always works. It's hilarious.
You do a very, very rock. That's true. Very Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah, there's that meme of him, and it just like always rips, which is hilarious. So, anyways,
Cody,
what were you guys talking about before? Is it people buying pallets from Walmart and then flipping them on Ecomm?
Yeah,
dude, I have a founder friend who's doing this. They just like raise money for this in Seattle, but their whole setup, it's really interesting. They do it regionally, so they buy from like a store and then they go. I can't remember the company name right now, otherwise I would share it. But they basically you have to drive up and pick it up physically, and it's turned into you drive your car in. They literally whatever it is, a pressure washer. They load it in the back of the car, and then you drive away. Absolutely crushing it. I didn't realize this is such a huge problem for them, both for the companies, just trying to offload this inventory. But anyways, super random, tangential thing that's related.
There's opportunity everywhere.
Absolutely,
upon
man.
The interwebs.
So many different ways to make money.
So many different ways to make money. Now, Cody, I have heard in all of your agent building, agent mobilizing, and I have heard that there's something interesting on your side going on with agents monitoring every competitor ad library and such, Facebook and more. Is this the case, Cody?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, you're seeing this more and more. You guys are in D2C. You know how this functions, right? It's if you look at Rise Superfoods as an example right now, I think they have 2,500 plus ads that are live currently across the platforms, and they're just at scale deploying. It's in the range of 100 plus daily. This is becoming really important. So when you think about inventory that's available on an ad platform, right? Something we spend a lot of time on okay, what is my total addressable market? I work in the B2B space, so it's a little bit different, right? But we're what is my total addressable market? How do I get in front of them, across all of the places that I'm trying to market? And then I need to think about basically how is everybody else in the market positioning themselves? And then where is it red ocean? So every company that's a beef tallow company is saying these exact, three same things within their ads. Okay, well, there's actually these 7 other benefits that we can talk about that nobody is talking about once we actually pull all of the creative. So if we go and we just make creative for those topics that people aren't competing in, what we'll see is that ROAS will increase. It'll become cheaper on a CPA, et cetera. And it's largely just mapping, right? Again, how is the market communicating themselves? So first, just to take a step back, how do you do this? It's okay, what are the pain points and the outcomes of the person that I'm trying to sell to? What are the pain points they have? What are the outcomes that they want? And then once I've identified that, how we do this is we build a matrix, right? Of here are all these emotional triggers. Here's these situations that they could be in. So as an example, one that we did recently was I I took this restaurant over from my dad and I'm afraid I'm going to run it into the ground. That's an emotional trigger, right?
Okay.
The situation that they could be in is like, oh, it's the Friday night rush. It is the, it's the weekend and it's off. I know the phone is ringing. I hear it ringing. I don't want to answer it because I'm like shutting down, et cetera. And I can make ads across all those different variations of the matrix. So imagine I have 5 different emotional triggers and I have 10 different situations. Like from that, I can create, 15 different concepts of ideas. Once you created that, when you go and you pull the ad creative that all of your competitors are running, what you'll find is that if you put that to the matrix, you'll find that certain parts of the matrix are lit up. Only these only these cells within the top left corner. Everybody's talking about the product in the exact same way, but there's really 10 different ways that I could talk about this and nobody is. And so if I go make ad creative talking to those pain points, I'm actually going to be able to outperform, who I'm competing against because I'm differentiating the messaging to the same, exact customer, but talking about it in a different way. So anyways, I think that's something we're really excited about and we're seeing really great results with. So just to pass that on. Also just the scale that you have to do this at now. I mean, we're at this, the point where it's every day, we are publishing, for example, for one company, it's 20 or it's 5 new ad sets, 5 new ads within those ad sets every day. The ads compete against each other over a 2 to 3 day window. Losers automatically get turned off. So the winners get left within that ad set. And then the winning ad sets go into a winner's pool. And then the winner's pool is competing against each other for the ad budget that's available, right? So it's almost a different game than historically, I would find an ad and I would try to go and scale that. I would, how much, what is the ceiling that I'm going to? Now with Andromeda, again, I'm in the B2B space, so it's a little bit different. The game that we're playing is how much ad creative can I just give the model? Because it's almost I had somebody else describe this where it's it's this one-to-one ad algorithm, right? Where it's it's just going to go find this random person that it can serve this ad to. Yeah. And maybe that one person, it's going to cost $30 to get that lead from. It's not going to find anybody else, right?
Yeah.
We can go, it's so cheap to make that creative now that we can go and just feed basically Andromeda for this. So anyways, happy to answer any questions about that or how we're actually doing that or technically, et cetera.
I find that fascinating. I'd love to know when you start talking spreadsheets, I mean, Cody, my eyes just my face gets tired. When my face gets tired.
Chris hates spreadsheets. I understand. Yeah. I mean, all of this is just it's just code under the hood, right? But for example, if you're pulling your ad libraries, you can use Appify, you're just monitoring the ad libraries of your competitors and then have it where it's a daily cron job that's okay, go into that Facebook ads library, pulling out the net new ad creative. It adds it into the database of what is the active ads. And then from that, you're basically, okay, what are the core concepts? You can have a vision model watch the actual ad if it's a video and be what is this? Explain to me what's happening, second by second within this video. Okay, cool. Based off of this, now let's do that for 10 different competitors. And then from that aggregate, okay, these are the larger trends that we're seeing, right? Oh, for some reason, claymation ads are now going viral within supplements that are for, women's health. Okay, let's can we go and make ad creative using Seed Dance doing that as well, right, et cetera. But yeah, and then I mean, this isn't a person doing this, right?
Yeah,
this is just software. What the fuck is an agent? To be
what is it? I mean, it's software, right?
It's just software under the hood. It's a software with a thinking loop and some type of data feedback, right? And that's all it is. It's cool. It's an app. When you think about a media buyer, what are they doing, right? They have an algorithm that's in their head of okay, I'm publishing new creative. I'm looking at what's working. I'm I'm removing the losers and I'm doubling down on the winners. Yeah. That can be turned into code now. But what do you need to accomplish that? You have to have a data stream and you basically have to have an agent that can think on top of that data and then the ability to make new ad creative. If you've solved all of that, you can just have this engine that's running media buying now. And this is where this is all headed, right? And so anyway, I think with all that said, though, that to take a step back, the real opportunity, I think, is that you can now identify what are all the ways that I could talk about this? What are all the ways my competitors are talking about this? What are the ways that they aren't, that I should be? Let me go play in that blue ocean space. And this is just you with hypothetically Claude code, figuring this out. It's totally possible. So
that's juicy.
I think this is so important because I think a lot of people are the smaller players within our space, not realizing that they're going against behemoths. We talked about IM8, but getting $1 billion of cap that they can basically deploy against ads. And so if you're running the same exact thesis for ads as IM8 and you're trying to compete with them, and you're like, that doesn't even work at all.
Win,
because
right?
they're going to win. They're going to win 9 to 10 times out of 10. You don't have the capital to keep up with them. But if you zig when they zag and you're talking about completely other things, that's a way to compete with them. Not capital to capital. It is just angle to angle. I love this. I love this concept so much.
All this information is out there too. I think the challenge is like historically to go and collect all this would be, I mean, you literally pay.
Oh man.
Oh my
some
God.
ad agents. Yeah, it'd be insane, right? Like you guys both know what this actually takes to do. And in contrast, now it's like I can just have an agent go for like 12 hours straight, just read Reddit, aggregate all of the information for all the different situations that people are in. Both good and bad, like, right?
Both good and bad.
But then from that, I can then basically, again, map out this persona. And like, this is how I think about Andromeda more and more is like, I am trying to map out this emotional trigger plus a situation that they're in. And that situation is like, I'm using language that that resonates with them. Right.
Totally.
And from that, I can like, really clearly see like, there's only so many ways that I can talk about beef tallow. Right. But like maybe, people are spending less time talking about it as like an eczema solution or whatever. Right.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Then you should spend your time there, in contrast to like, oh, here's this like, it's replacing what people do with like Vaseline for slugging. Right. Or whatever.
Right. Yeah.
So anyway, yeah. But the scale, the volume of the creative that you can, this is where this is all going is like, and I mean, we're spending so much time trying to figure this out of like, how can I employ seed dance to like at scale, make creative that feels cinematic, that feels like, these Pixar ads rip across the board, like for any industry, any category, et cetera. And I don't think we're there yet, like, but we're close, and we're probably like 6 weeks away to where it's like, you're just going to like plug into this ad machine and it just starts creating ad creative, right? And like, you can have that automatically upload to Facebook. Now the problem becomes understanding like, if I'm publishing 10,000 ads a month, what the fuck is working? Like that's going to be the hardest part of this, right? So anyway.
Well, Cody, it seems to me, I'd love your take on this. I mean, it seems to me like Zuck wants to build this inherently inside of Meta. It's like, we can make your ads, we can run your ads. You just tell us a CPA and who you want, and like, we'll go make it happen. I genuinely like don't really trust them to do that. I just don't.
Any buyer does, right? Because like, how many times have you gotten on a call with like a Google Ads specialist and they're just like, you should increase budget, and it's like, that's not what I'm here to do, right?
Thanks for the advice. Really appreciate the advice.
Totally. And like, also like, when you think about like what they're probably training off is it's to the average, right? And like what we're advocating for here, what we're actually talking about is like, I don't want the average. I don't want like what all my competitors are doing. I'm trying to look for like, what are the outliers, because that's the better place to allocate the limited resources I have: time, money, mental energy, right? And so I think, for the app, I was at a dinner in San Francisco recently, and this guy was saying like, when they initially built like the self-service, like Facebook ads platform, a lot of it was just like, we're just trying to get the like very normie, like the boost to post, that
boost to post,
the very normie SMB owner. Like there was just so much money that they could like basically accumulate from that. And they have no idea what is the actual outcome. What does this actually do? But shit, like 10,000 people in my geography saw it. That's awesome.
Yep.
But I think that like for the average person probably solves it. You're an HVAC company, so you're like, I hate my agency. Like I despise them, like all they, they just lie to me, full stop. Right. Like they're not actually like giving me the real information. They're not delivering. You're telling me that I can just plug into Facebook and I'm like, cool, here's this form that I want people to complete. Go find me people that like, get me leads for my tree trimming business. Right. And it like makes it ad creative that solves that. I think that for, again, the SMB makes a lot of sense, but now it's like, you want to compete in the top 1% or, top 10%. The only way to create, and this is with all AI, like generate AI is just a tool that is like utilized by the person that, or the strategy that's behind it, right? Like if I say, go write me a blog post about X, right? Like it's going to write to the average of the bell curve. It's going to be terrible. It's going to be super mid. In contrast, if I'm like, hey, here's 10 podcasts from experts talking about this specific topic, right? For example, like hotel marketing in 2026, go write me a piece of content based off of the source material that I provided you. The outcome that you're going to get from that is going to be, top 1%, because I created this walled garden that it has to think in. I gave it source material for. And it's the same idea here, right? Like what is a good ad for like me to be able to like be publishing, or me to publish to this channel? I have to basically like context orient it. Like this is the scope. Like this, I'm pointing you in the direction of what action. Now I can give a leeway within that, right? Where it's like, okay, yeah, we're going to go generate 100 different static variations based off of these different persona like maps that we're going after, and these pain points, these outcomes that they want. But it's still very specific to like, this is what I know. Like I'm still giving it the direction. This is what north looks like. You can go northwest, you can go northeast. I don't care, but you have to go north in some capacity. So.
Cody, go ahead, Kyle. Go ahead.
I was going to say, Cody, I would love to shift gears into what you've been talking about with TikTok Reel Farms, because I am so insanely fascinated by this. I will say selfishly, I have tried to crack this. I was unable to crack it for me personally. I think there's something there. I would love for your take on this, because I think it's
really I'm happy, and I'm not an expert on this. There's way better people than like I have friends that this is all they do, and like they're incredible, right? But so what a TikTok Reel Farmer is basically like, imagine literally an Android phone that is in a warehouse in Brooklyn that has like an eSIM that's separated, and they're getting a local like IP address, and they like have like, they're like doom scrolling on this phone to make it look like it's a real person, right? Yeah. So a company like our partner that we use, we love them, Double Speed AI. They're great.
You use them?
Yeah, we use Double Speed. They're awesome. We've been super satisfied with the results and the like what we've seen, and their team has been just a great partner. But what this ends up looking like is in practice, they basically like they manage this like infrastructure for you. I think it's like $100 per account per month, or don't quote me on that. We got 10 accounts, and I think it's like $1,500 is what we pay per. Basically, what the math comes out to is like if you're doing about 1,000 or $500 to $1,000, or sorry, 500 to 1,000 views per video across like 10 accounts that you have over a month, the CPM on that ends up being about $2 to $3. And the nice CPM on TikTok is like, in the range of $10, right? When you just like are just doing like ads to the general audience. So what this ends up looking like, that's the whole arbitrage here, is you're basically getting cheaper costs on impressions on one of these platforms. You can do this on like Instagram as well. There's like less sophisticated providers. TikTok is where like majority of people spend the time. What the media, so how this actually functions, like Double Speed has these accounts, they give you an API, and then we use the Nano Banana to make slideshows, where it's like literally like
slideshows, baby.
Exactly. So it's like super cheap. We're not doing videos for this. We've tried videos. It doesn't work as effectively. Just like slideshows always work. The tricky part is finding a format that is already working that you're then going and replicating. And so this is where you have to go and do this research. You can just brain rot yourself, like go to TikTok and like scroll within your category. You're going to find like what's working, and then pull out those winners and then turn that into a repeatable format. Or you can use a tool like one of them's Virlo. It's like VIRLO. They have an API that enables you to go like with Claude Code, and you can basically be like, hey, I'm in the beauty category. Show me all the like viral posts from the last 7 days. And it's going to like bring up, it has this huge database, like a repository, gives you that source material. So once you make these slideshow images, the actual like tactical pieces is like, you have some type of hook, like imagine day in the life of a corporate girly. And then it like is like sliding them through them.
Yeah.
Like what their day in New York looks like. You include the product within the slideshow, like as a natural, like, part of it. And then you can also include that, in the, for example, the caption of the thing, the actual like account. You just like make it look like a normal person. It's not like it's like branded whatsoever. It's just And I guarantee you guys, like, I would not be shocked. All the internet is fake, right? Like I'm in problem with this.
You're dead internet theory.
I'm 100%. It's already done. Like it's game over.
It's
like,
over.
And I don't know if there's a way to. There isn't a way to beat it. At the end of the day, it just comes into like we're just hunting for impressions, right? Like I'm just like looking for like what is the way to get in front of my target customer as cheaply as I can to create the outcome that I'm looking for. But anyways, when you do that at scale though, like the math starts crazy, right? So it's like, okay, 10 accounts, You know, if I can get whatever 300 to 500,000 views a month from those, like if I scaled that up to 100 accounts, if I scaled it up to 1,000, what does that look like? And when you see, like, if you see like a musical artist like come out of nowhere, and why are they all over social? This is how this is happening.
Yeah.
If you see like a brand come out of nowhere and it's like all over social, this is how it's happening. If you see, you know, kind of universally, this is like the tactic. This is how discovery happens for new products. So it's a great way to do like brands, like build like brand notoriety or authority, and just like also like brand, just like do they have brand recognition, et cetera, of like, you know, what you're trying to build. It's not very tactical, like it's not very bottom of funnel. Like again, on B2B, we don't see crazy results from it, but it's like we use it as like again, we're trying to build brand within this category for a specific customer that we're selling to, et cetera. This is just like another way to show up in front of them. For Ecomm, you can get this to work though, where it's like, cool, here's literally the supplements that I take on slide 3. It's next to you know, when I drink my matcha, I also take this, right? And like that is like a part of like that sales process. And again, it's just very hard to track attribute. Like this is like why we don't do it. A lot of it, or like why we see people not wanting to do it. Hard to track on an attribution side. You have to think about it in the aggregate. People are always hunting for like outliers. Like that's not the game that you're playing here. You're playing more of like, I'm getting, you know, if the average views again can be 1,000 per video, like, or 1,000 per slideshow, awesome. Like we've accomplished again, like you know, hitting the CPM number that we're trying to come to from a price standpoint. So
you know, in D2C and Ecomm, like people are spending gobs of money per month. Gobs of money. Like, what is like $1,500 for a $2 to $3 CPM? It's like crazy.
And Chris, we had Ryan Beltran, CEO of Original Grain, on the show, and he said specifically yesterday, he said impressions matter. Impressions matter. I cannot quantify it to my brand. It's not something I can like tie back into a conversion and blah blah blah. He's running a multi-million-dollar watch brand, and he is saying impressions matter. At the end of the day, impressions matter for my brand. Huge.
I think it's just, I mean, you can see it too, right? Like you can see it in the branded search. That's the only like, you know, trailing indicator where it's like, you can go to Google Search Console and you can be like, our branded search is up month over month. Like, what does this look like?
Great point.
Or we had a viral video. This happens all the time. Where it's like, we have a banger day and like, do we see impressions go up? Like branded search impressions increase and branded clicks increase. Absolutely. Always like, you can absolutely quantify it. Tying that all together though, like what is my ROAS? What is my number? There's no way like you're going to actually do that. People are trying to solve this. I've been in this game for like 10 years. Everybody has told me they're going to solve this over my entire career. It's never been solved. It's not going to be solved anyways.
For that like banger video that you're talking about, that quote unquote like viral run, is it the same form? Like, are you talking about like a slideshow video that pops off? And then if so, like, what would you consider that to be okay, we got a viral one on our hands. Is it like 100? Like 100K impressions?
An outlier that's like 5x or 10x what the average is.
Got it.
Like, so for example, like this is a strategy, right? It's these like TikTok reel farms. Another strategy is I put creators on payroll. Like I use something like a lot of people are starting to use SideShift. I haven't used it personally. I don't know how it functions, but how I've ever done this is like I go and I scrape 20,000 creators in beauty and I cold email them and I'm like, hey, I want you to do a video per day across across Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, and TikTok. We'll pay you whatever, you know, $900 a month for that.
Yeah.
And then I go and I get 20 different creators. They're all making a video per day. So I have 20 videos per day going out. And then they're basically hunting for viral formats. As soon as I see a viral format, then I roll that out to all the creators that are within my like cohort, right?
Yeah.
So it's like but that same idea, like this is how this can work together. Is like, cool, I found a viral format. I now take that and I apply that to the TikTok reel farms. And maybe they don't perform as well as the actual like original. Like, but even if it's only whatever, you know, if it's 10% of 100, say your average, you know, views per slideshow is 1,000. And that video did 1 million and you only get, you know, 10,000 on the TikTok reel farm in comparison to the 1 million that it did. It's still like, that's still an outlier. There's still a way to double down on that. So it can work in tandem together, but it typically is like one direction, like where it's like, I have the creator identify that human identifies the format. And then I'm rolling that out to like this reel farm. This is in contrast to like, that's creator marketing, right? This is totally in contrast to influencer marketing, which is its own animal, which is like this person has like, incredible reach, and also like they have trust and notoriety that's built into them.
Yeah.
And that's its own game, right? And a lot of the time that's for brand, like you're building brands, right? Like, for example, why did Meta Ray-Ban like just work with Kylie Jenner, right? It's like to elevate the brand identity that exists there. And that can strategically fit into it, but it just depends on like what you're trying to do. Like, is this transactional, or is this like more, again, like, am I going for impressions? Am I going for that brand affinity? Because we know that branded search happens, we just don't know when. Like, it's the only, like, impressions are the way that you influence word of mouth, right? And the example I always come back to, like, I had a boss who said this to me. He's like, why do you think that like accident lawyers buy every billboard in a tier 2, tier 3 city? Like, do you think it's not working? Like, do you think that they're buying billboards because it's not working? But they're always buying billboards. So like something is obviously happening. And this is like why Frank Wright is like getting all of the leads for accident lawyers and like, whatever, Tuscaloosa. So anyway.
Something's working.
Something's working.
Why they're doing it.
Totally.
That's so funny.
Cody, you've always got so much sauce.
Sauce. You're dropping sauce all the time.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing. Like, I have never really like fully got my hands around Graft. But bro, you can deploy AI agents with Graft. Like that. Totally. This is like the thing. I mean, like, is this? Am I the only one who's shocked? I mean, maybe I should have known this, but like, you can do the stuff that you're saying with Graft.
So we initially started out as like data pipeline and a warehouse tool, and then like
that's what I always thought it was. Yeah,
totally. And we knew agents were coming on some horizon, and like we were going to build marketing agents and sales agents and like fit into that space. We only work with B2B right now, just like that's largely just where we have expertise and like where we're seeing the adoption of this make the most sense. Long term, we totally see this working for Ecomm, which is, again, like you're a brand that's trying to compete against like Rise, right?
Yeah.
Like, how are you going to compete against them? Like, okay, well, you're going to have agents that are functioning as like media buyers and also like production, like media production, for ads employees, right? But anyway, yeah. So what we build is basically data pipeline, data warehouse, and then also the infrastructure to deploy the agents onto. And then also the infrastructure to deploy artifacts to. Say you wanted to make a reporting dashboard. So an example of this is like, so how we function right now is we basically forward deploy an engineer and we do this work for a company. They're like, most companies are like, I just want to buy the outcomes. I don't care how it happens. That's where we fit into this. Long-term, where this all evolves to is basically like you're in Claude code and you build some type of system that's like running your Facebook ads for you automatically. And you're like, damn, I wish I could deploy this into a cloud that like has access to my live Facebook ads data, Google Analytics data, my like Shopify data. That's all in a single place. That's basically the infrastructure that we're building that enables you to just like one-stop shop, deploy that out. So anyway, that's the product and why we're helping companies right now. But
that's incredible.
We can talk about agents all day though. I know we're coming up on time, but it's crazy, man. Like we had this conversation 6 months ago, I'd have been like, agents are bullshit. And now I'm just full stop. I don't know where the only boundary we found so far, like on our side, is long form video editing. Everything else, like if a human can do it on a computer, we can almost get, we can basically get an agent to do it at this point. As an example, like we're probably launching in the range of like 10,000 to 15,000 ads a month across all the companies that we're working with, like, in the aggregate. Across Facebook ads, we understand what the ad is, how it's doing, how does it fit into the persona, what's actually working, and then there's like a learning loop on top of that. Like it's just the volume is unfathomable. But sorry, go ahead, Colin.
So you would say still that the bottleneck here is running up against a very, very long form video that needs to be edited?
For sure.
Say like a 2-hour live stream show about e-commerce and one of those.
Flipping out of that. Absolutely. There are solutions that are coming, and I think they're like really close. The next 6 months, I think we're going to be in a place that the challenge that you have to have. So the things that you have to solve is you have to do word by word transcription of like what's being said within it. And then you have to like the agent has to understand like frame by frame what is happening.
Yeah.
And it's just expensive, right? You can do this. It's just very expensive and it doesn't make sense. It's cheaper to go and, hire a homie out of the Philippines for $1,600 a month. And they're just like heads down, basically, like pumping this out with automations within Adobe Premiere. Right. But it'll get to that place where it's like, cool, vision's got cheap enough. Like transcription is already cheap enough. It's largely just that vision piece of like understanding what's happening in the video and like being able to stitch that together. Once that's solved, it's like, this is done. Like then there's all this like, what does B-roll look like and those pieces. But I think there's I mean, we're working with a company right now that is like solving a lot of this motion graphic stuff. And I'm like, dude, this is insane.
Really?
Like you're just like giving it random. I mean, honestly, for your audience, it's probably great. It's the company's called Style Frame AI. You give it like you give it keyframes. So for example, it's like, here's 4 like keyframes of the like I want an animation to occur. So say for example, like I think one of the ones they have on their homepage is like, I'm trying to make like a watch, like a motion graphic for a watch. Like that's like cinematic. It almost feels like an Apple like style, right? You could do that within their platform. Like it's ridiculous, like what is possible and what's like on the forefront. So anyways, yeah, just another nugget for you guys. Again, if you're like trying to build that type of creative that feels incredibly like, cinematic polished, right? There's tooling out there now that is actually possible to do this. It's pretty incredible. So.
Cody Schneider, man. Wow.
Thanks for having me, guys. Love being here. Yeah.
Hey,
it's
everybody,
amazing. Watch how far you've come to. I've been like, just, in the
You've been along the ride, bro.
It's awesome, yo. It's so
You've been along the ride, man. I think everybody needs to go to graft.com, B2B, go talk with Cody. Cody, I think of you as like Mr. GTM. I mean, to me, you're like Mr. Go to Market. And anybody who wants that and wants to get forward deployed in the AI age should go and do that, brother. We appreciate you.
Companies right now that are like trying to figure out how they do their like wholesale motion. And like if that's interesting to you guys, anybody that's listening, we're trying to discover that, right? And like build basically the systems to accomplish that. Where you're like, yo, I'm trying to get into every boutique and. For example, the southeastern part of the United States. Like how do we go and create a system around that? That's something that's totally possible. So reach out if that's in your wheelhouse and you're trying to accomplish
Jack, we need to clip that and then we need to put it out for everybody in CPG, especially.
Yeah, I love it.
Oh my gosh.
Cody, we appreciate you, brother.
Guys.
Cheers, man. Thank you, brother. Look forward to having you back. Wow.
Every time he comes on the show, my mind is blown. He just drops sauce nonstop. I'm just like, my laptop is on fire right now because he's dropping heat all the time.
Mr. Go to Market.
Mr. Go to Market is a sick nickname.
We need to clip that and tweet that. And the wholesale piece, exploring that for CPG people, they want to get in boutiques and what apparel CPG are very relevant, and we need to put out the call. I think we need to clip that one when we clip this up and put out the call on that and tell people to talk with Cody. Wow. And I want to dabble in a TikTok reel farm.
That's what I'm saying. They're sick, right? It's like I've messed around with it with my gremlin self and just kind of like dinked and dunked. But there's like a way better way to do it. And he obviously laid it out way better than how I've done it in the past. And it works. I mean, it's like, it's real. It works.
Maybe we need to get on Graft.
Yeah.
We need to get AI forward deployed.
Yeah. We just like have a weekly call with Cody and then we just do whatever he says.
That's what we should do.
Yeah.
That's what we should do. Moving forward, ladies and gentlemen, 2 great finds on the interwebs. Let us talk about the one and only Proxima AI and Northbeam. Your buyer data already knows what ad you need to make next. You just can't read it yet. Most brands, marketers brief from instinct. What's their best performing ad? Change it some, pass it off to the creative team. Problem's not effort. It's that there's no signal from your actual buyer. Proxima changes this, reads your conversions across real shoppers, across 2,000 plus e-commerce brands, shows you exactly who's buying, what else they respond to, and where your ad account has gaps. You connect your meta, connect your Shopify. Proxima maps every conversion back to a real buyer segment inside the commerce graph, where they buy across the web, who you're not reaching, and suddenly all the gaps in your creative account become visible. And you're no longer just briefing from a blank page. You're briefing from a feed of creative briefs handed to you. First 3 briefs free every single month. Stop the slop. Go to proxima.ai. Make it happen today. Many thanks for Proxima being part of the show. Northbeam. If you are in your ads manager all day long, you know the problem. Every platform takes credit. Every dashboard tells a different story. Meta says this, TikTok says that. Shopify says you made this much, you spent this much. Sometimes it's hard to know which ad platform is telling the truth. Northbeam fixes this with their own proprietary data, starting from the actual purchase, rebuilding the customer journey with real orders, real clicks, real verified ad views, and then pushes that measurement back into the ad platforms. So they optimize on what's actually driving your revenue, not what they assume is driving your revenue. Start measuring what was previously an unmeasurable. Go to northbeam.io, book your demo today. Many thanks for Northbeam being part of the show. Now, first thing, great finds on the interwebs here. We have talked of American Spend, the spend market. Do you have breaking news? Do you have breaking news for us?
Nah, I got something for us later. It's cool. I mean, do you want me to drop it?
Well, I don't know. Should you drop it?
It's pretty cool. X Business, they just launched. They introduced Mentioned Boost. So Mentioned Boost launches for X premium businesses, advertisers, and brands. X rolls out Mention Boost, giving premium business subscribers the ability to amplify any post mentioning their brand with just one tap.
Ooh, interesting. Is this the a long-awaited, most requested feature that that Tyler Gold and others perhaps were speaking of?
No, that was the X Pixel that you have for Ads Manager now.
Oh,
they have a Pixel now.
They have a Pixel. All right.
Yeah. I think it's a conversion pixel.
I think I missed that one. But I can understand why that was a long-awaited feature. I'm interested in this this mentions boost. So somebody mentions you can just go one-click tap and you can boost that bad boy.
I think so. I think that's how this is. I'm trying to understand it.
I can see why that would be desirable on X. That makes a lot of sense, especially, you got a post that's going viral that you didn't actually put up yourself and you want to add fuel to that fire. It's like, go put some money behind that bad boy as it continues to grow with good engagement. I like that. Great finds on the interwebs here. First of which is the spend market Ask Me Anything that is currently going on. We have talked of Spend Market, American Spend, the larger company behind this. What is, I would characterize as a prediction market for consumer is how I would characterize this. They are sitting on a mountain of data. The post here says, what does the post say? That they have 3.7 billion transactions tracked every single month, something like this. Yeah, indexed every month, every American merchant in near real time, markets on it all. Ask Me Anything. I asked a question. Perhaps you can scroll down, Producer Jack, and find it. I asked a question: Poppy or Olipop, who is more popular / sells more? Spend Market said, from our DC data, looks like Olipop sells more by an order of magnitude, although Poppy seems like it's growing faster. Note, we don't yet have itemized data, so sales via Walmart, Amazon, etc. wouldn't be reflected. But D2C data, Olipop sells an order of magnitude more. Quite interesting. I also asked a question about Dunkin' Donuts. I don't know if you find that interesting. I asked, hey, who sells more donuts?
Oh, Dunkin'.
Is it Dunkin'? Is it Krispy Kreme? Dunkin' came in number one. Yeah. Daniel Druger chimed in here. What about Tim Hortons? Who comes out on top? I scroll down here, Producer Jack. Did they give us a little more on this? Yeah, I think number one was Dunkin', and then it was like all the local shops. And then number 3, I think, is where Tim Hortons came in, and then Krispy Kreme, et cetera, after that. So I think people should get in on this and mine some of that data on the Ask Me Anything that's taking place.
We're gonna be trying some Tim Hortons next week.
Yeah, we are. When we are in Canada, baby, for .dev, which is going down in Toronto. Is that right? Yeah, Toronto. Just making sure I got it right. Okay. I want to, it couldn't be me.
Just don't want to insult the whole country.
It couldn't be me, but I know that some people have,
that's crazy.
They were going to the wrong place before. But when we are in Toronto, baby, for .dev, I'm getting Tim Hortons for sure. In addition to Pop Off from
we need it.
Moore,
yes, we do.
Show. We need to get Pop Off while we are there. Next from CPG Wire, Buffs, which I find very interesting. Scroll down here, Producer Jack. Show us the image. Buffs secured $1.1 million in pre-seed funding ahead of its August 11th launch. Co-founded by recent college grads Beckett Catane and George Zhu, Buffs offers grass-fed beef puffs that are gluten-free and seed oil-free. What is a beef puff? One has to wonder.
I feel like it's a meat stick that's just been chopped up a lot.
And puffed somehow.
Puffed up. Yeah.
Made into a Cheeto of sorts.
Yeah. The branding for this is fantastic. I'm a huge fan of this. I would love to try all of these. The sriracha, the cheesy, the original. This is incredible. This is, I mean, this is exactly what is like gonna rocket ship right now in 2026. Like this is that perfect brand.
Is it available? I mean, it looks like try it and save 20%. I mean, it looks like I can order it.
Yeah.
Should we order some and try it on the show? I feel like
Might
we
as well.
should. I think
Let's
we
do
should. Jack, let's make a note here so we can be sure that we order this and try it on the show. I don't know what a beef puff is, but it sounds great.
Sounds like it would be buff.
I would say Sriracha is the one I'm most excited about. I mean, Sriracha sounds awesome.
Yeah.
To me, I don't know if it's just because I'm getting a little older, but I just basically dump hot sauce on everything now. And maybe I've seared off my taste buds, but the fact that they have Sriracha on here, I mean, it's kind of analogous to hot Cheetos for me, which were always my favorite kind of Cheetos. This seems like beef protein packed, seed oil free, primalistic, you know, Cheetos is what it seems like.
Without the orange dye, without the orange food dye and maybe yellow 5 and B4 or whatever, B40 or red 40. I don't know. One of those, one of the 40s.
You know what would be interesting to me? It probably doesn't become a better seller for them than beef puffs, but I'd like to try bison puffs just because.
Easily. You know, I feel like they could easily do that.
I'd like to try bison puffs.
I'd like to try gator puffs.
No, I'm not doing gator puffs.
No, you don't like gator?
No. I don't eat fish, really. Not very much.
Have you had alligator?
I like sushi, but I don't
sushi.
Like mostly like outside of like salmon. I pretty much eat salmon anyway.
Wait.
Eat sushi, but like outside of that, I'm not really eating fish.
Wait, you don't eat fish, but you like sushi?
I do. I love sushi. I like the raw.
That's just fish.
Yeah, but then you like dip it in the wasabi, you know, and the soy, and there's just something about that delightful experience. It's awesome. It's just so good, right?
That's crazy.
Sashimi. Jack says sashimi. Well, there's sushi and then there's sashimi, Jack. There's two different kinds. I don't know if we need to do a little education here right now, Jack. There's rolls, you know, there's tuna, there's spicy tuna. I'm kidding. I know Jack. She knows what's going on with sushi.
I love sushi.
No gator for me, but I'm interested in buffs, and we're going to order some, and we are going to try them here on the show. Next, a little protein powerhouse action here going on. This surfaced to us by way of fan buy Bear Bells and their Choco milk drink, which looks incredibly delicious. Fan says this: I have been a Bear Bells milk and bar consumer for years, and lately they're everywhere. When they showed up in the news last week, had to look them up. Numbers staggering. Both brand owners and investors. Bear Bells is owned by Vitamin Well Group, Swedish company, founded in 2006. By 2016, it was already a solid business. PE firm Bridgepoint invested 100 milli at a 200 mil valuation. That same year, they launched Bear Bells. In the decade since, revenue's up 12x. To 650 million plus, EBITDA 180 million plus. In 2024, mega fund Cinven took over as lead investor at $3 billion. Bear Bells is now the best-selling protein bar in the U.S. Crazy. A market it only entered in 2020. Last week's news: Vitamin Well is merging with Empower, the contract manufacturer that makes Bear Bells bars. Very interesting. 20 years in, bullish as ever. I have to say, I don't think I've ever actually eaten one.
Dude,
but I always see them and they look awesome.
You've never had one?
Never, not once.
This is the definition of candy bar. And it is like crazy macros. This is literally like, I need to bring you some. I'm going to bring you some in Canada. Please. And you're going to literally be like, oh, this is a candy bar. And I'm going to be like, no, it's actually 20 grams of protein and like this amount of cows. And you're going to be like, this is crazy. This is my new addiction now.
You know what I love too? Looking at this Choco milk drink.
Yeah.
Is that I got to look hard to figure out that it's a protein drink with very minimal sugar. It just looks awesome. It just looks awesome. Like candy. Choco milk drink, giant words, delicious looking chocolatey flavor. And then I look down there at the bottom. Hey, by the way, a lot of protein, very little sugar. I'm like, oh, this is what I want. I just wanted to delight myself. Now I don't have to feel bad about it. It's like the key to winning in CPG to me.
There was a month where I was addicted to Bear Bell's bars, and I had so many every single day. These cookies and cream ones that they're showcasing right now, it's probably their best-selling SKU of all time, is my guess. They're absolutely delicious. Like, it's unbelievable how good they are.
Wow. Good on them. Best-selling protein bar in the U.S. Fantastic.
Cookies and cream.
Only came here 6 years ago now. Next, cold water cup noodles is a thing. I don't know what kind of magic they are putting inside of this. Bring this tweet up, Producer Jack. This comes to us by way of Polymarket. Producer Jack, have you left us? Are you still with us? I think she disappeared. I don't know what to do
here
now. She's here. She's with us.
Emotionally, spiritually.
She's not here. She's not here. She's gone.
No,
she's gone. She's disappeared. Oh, she is here. Signs of life from Producer Jack.
Yeah.
Cold cup noodles is a thing. I don't know what kind of magic they have going on inside of this. I can't say that I want to eat cold noodles unless like you put the cold water in there and it becomes hot. Like I would be very down for that. Like put the cold water in and it becomes a warm cup of soup by who knows what process. This comes to us by way of Polymarket. Nissan launches the first cold water cup noodles in the brand's 55-year history, ready in 5 minutes without boiling water. It looks like they've got fruity, they've got fruits on the front, which makes me think this is like a fruity noodle. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about this one.
My favorite thing is you're like, yeah, I'd be down to do it if, you cold water turned into hot water. Basically, like if they were able to produce magic, I'd be down.
Yes. Yes. Like remove the microwave.
If they were able to defy physics and the laws of thermodynamics, I'd be super down.
Bibbidi bobbidi boo. Abracadabra hot. Like that would be really cool.
Yeah.
I'd love to eat that.
No,
maybe.
Hard pass for me. Hard pass for me. I hate cold noodles. Hard pass. I love warm noodles. Warm cup of noodles, delicious. Good for the soul.
Let me just say this though. A little fettuccine Alfredo that you had left over, you put in the fridge the next day.
Fair.
Maybe you just pop that bad boy out and you just go to town while it's still cold.
Fair.
I mean, kind of yummy. Kind of yummy sometimes at least.
Yeah, that's fair. That's super fair. You haven't had breakfast. You're like, I'm going to scarf something down. You're just like, I'm going to do this. Let's rock.
What I will also just put out there, sometimes I'm not sure if hot pizza is better than cold pizza. Like cold pizza.
We had pizza last night.
In the fridge, you pop that bad boy out the next day. Somebody should sell cold pizza.
Pass. Hot pizza all day. We had pizza last night. We make our own pizza once a week. And it's delicious. It's like my favorite day of the week.
Did you try it this morning?
No, I ate it all. That's the thing, is I finished the whole thing. It's a Greek yogurt protein pizza. And so I just gobble it up.
That sounds pretty baller.
Yeah, it's delicious. Highly recommend anybody who wants to get in the cows and get delicious pizza, Greek yogurt pizza.
Last of our great finds here, Joe Pompliano surfaced a sold out product that the one and only Erling Haaland has surfaced for the rest of the internet. Erling Haaland has returned to Norway, and it looks like he brought home a $750 whiskey raccoon from Wild Bill's Western Store in Dallas, Texas. Shout out, Dallas, Texas. What an authentic piece of American culture. You can see it here. It's the little buddy, stuffed raccoon.
That's crazy.
Not a live raccoon, stuffed raccoon. Standing on a wooden board of sorts, and looked like he'd nipping on a little tequila or vodka of some sort. And this guy's gone. It showed up in Haaland's hand, and now it's completely sold out. Inventory forecasting's hard. It's hard, especially when you can't factor in like best player on the planet carrying it off the plane as he arrives back home in Norway. A baller product, though. I would love for one of these to actually be here in the studio. I think that would be very. We could put a little yapper. We could take
That'd
out.
be cute.
We could take out the the vodka bottle or tequila bottle, whatever it is. We could put a little yapper in there instead.
I love that. Yeah, I love the fact that like there's probably this brand somewhere was just hanging out one day and they were just like, yeah, we got like another whiskey order. Awesome. Cool. And then they just exploded. And it was just like, is there a glitch? What's happening? What's going on? All of them are sold out. I think we just had like 600 notifications.
Bro, Wild Bill had like 2 of these, which is why he priced them at $750. He had like 2 and he never expected the thing to get bought. Yeah. And then Erling Haaland takes one home and then he's wishing he had 1,000 or 5,000 of them thereafter.
I'd love to know the halo effect to the rest of the store as well and the rest of the other products. Cause that definitely happened.
Hey, Jack, can we find somebody from Wild Bill's store? There's got to be somebody on LinkedIn that we can find from Wild Bill store. Can you make a note and we'll see if we can dig them up? Because we should get them on the show and talk about this.
Got to talk about this. That's crazy.
I grew up near Dallas. So, I mean, maybe there's a way. Maybe there's a way to find somebody at Wild Bill inside of my extensive LinkedIn desirous network. Moving forward here, ladies and gentlemen, a little watch and react opportunity. I've found 2 videos that I think are going to blow your mind, Colin Doherty. I hope that you have not watched them yet. Have you watched them? Have you?
No.
Okay, good. Before we get there, ladies and gentlemen, let us talk about Postscript and Seguno. Focus is an amazing thing, ladies and gentlemen. When you focus, you get outsized results. And there's a reason why when people make the switch from whatever SMS partner they're working with to Postscript, they see on average a plus 22% increase in SMS revenue. Now, I didn't see that. I saw a whole lot more. Went from making very little money on SMS to being a top 1% account on their entire platform inside of a year. And the secret is I just did what they said. What they are saying right now is that you're leaving money on the table when your customers text you back. Go get the conversational report. direct-to-consumer.co/the conversational report. This team is shipping all summer long. Their AI shopper can have one-to-one conversations with all of your customers at scale, brand voice appropriate, brand knowledge appropriate. Nate Lagos, just on the show, turned on AI shopper, made an additional $17K in one day while he was at the Jack Daniel's distillery. Go talk with Postscript. It is the no-brainer use for AI in D2C. Many thanks for Postscript being part of the show. Seguno is the only marketing suite that lives entirely inside of Shopify. What's that mean, Chris? Your emails, your pop-ups, your banners, your reviews, it's all there where you already work and play every day. And it means you don't have to cede your trust to big email and its over-attributed data. With Seguno, your Shopify data is your email data, which is why it's email 3.0. And it's why it's won the 2024 Shopify Build App of the Year. One-click automations, actual humans that can help you. Built for lean teams with big aspirations. Go get the Shopify Advanced Shopify Segmentation Playbook at the URL scrolling across the screen. Talk with Seguno. They give you a free trial of the platform. Tell them Colin I sent you. They will extend that free trial to 30 days. Many thanks for Seguno being part of the show. Now, you've already seen this. Have you already seen this?
No, dude. I tried not to watch.
You got more breaking news? Do you have more breaking news?
No, I'm keeping some of my breaking news to myself. I'm keeping
you always go and surf the web.
I like to look and see what's happening, dude. Because sometimes, basically, the saddest part is like if a story breaks right after we go live, because I'm like, ugh,
I know
that's a great story. I'd love to talk about it, but we're already live.
Yeah. I know. Well, we appreciate your service, sir. There is a mosquito drone that now exists that autonomously finds and destroys the mosquitoes in your area. We start here with a quote tweet from the one and only Ole Lemon. He says, I can't tell if I should love or be terrified of this startup. Scroll down, producer Jack. Show the good people the video here. You can play it sound off. And just let it rerun. You're going to be able to see he has this orb of sorts and it goes and then it is hunting down a moth to kill inside of this room. Alex Toussaint, who Ole is quote tweeting here, says, extremely excited to announce our first air-to-air kill of a flying moth by an autonomous micro drone. Big step towards completely eradicating mosquitoes.
Yeah,
Ole
terrible.
Lemon has this to say. Can't tell if I should love or be terrified of this. Their end goal is the complete eradication of mosquitoes. They're building a $50 per month pet drone that guards your home 24/7 so you never have to deal with a mosquito again. It listens for mosquito wing beats, locks on, then shreds them mid-air with its propellers. Every insect's wing beat sounds slightly different, so it can tell a mosquito apart from a fly or a wasp. By their math, 10 drones keep a full square kilometer mosquito-free. Video below is their first ever air-to-air kill. Your thoughts on this, Colin Doherty?
I don't know why they're stopping at not doing flies and yellow jackets, because ideally, like, you're doing all three. I would get this today if that was the case, because we have a ton of flies. There's a ton of yellow jackets that are honestly pretty intense. And then on top of that, too, the mosquitoes as well. We have those here in Charlotte. So I would tackle all three. If there's like a library of like bugs, I could, yes, no, and have him like, tuned up to tackle all those bugs. I'm doing that today. I mean, that's awesome. And just make sure you don't go after Sully, and you'll be good to go.
I would buy this immediately.
Yeah.
I would buy this immediately because number one, I don't know if they're like environmental factors. Like, let's just say you kill off all the mosquitoes, just like something bad happened to the environment. I don't know. I don't know what mosquitoes do. I don't know. I know that they like, give people malaria and they translate disease, I think. I really don't know. I don't know. I don't know what mosquitoes are good for if they have a good use inside of the environment, but I know that I don't like them at my house. Nor do I like yellow jackets or wasps. I'm like you. I want it to be zeroed in on flies, mosquitoes, wasps, and yellow jackets. Maybe some of those have positive effects inside of the environment. I'm not sure, but I know that they're bothersome to me. And I want this thing to be always on and kill any of them in the vicinity of the square footage of our home. That's what I want.
I'm gonna drop an absolute bar on you.
Okay.
If you were to kill off all mosquitoes, mosquitoes are the deadliest animal on earth because they carry, and if you wipe out all of them, it would stop the spread of malaria, Zika, yellow fever, dengue, and then the West Nile virus.
Get rid of them. Done.
And then also on top of that, all animals suffer from mosquito-borne diseases. Wiping them all out would also reduce all illnesses with all our animals.
Done.
What are we doing here?
What are we doing?
Give me like 20,000 of these bad boys.
Give me the micro drone for air-to-air eradication. That's what I want. But I want flies too. We got flies.
I want flies.
We got a fly problem in the summer.
I hate it.
I'm done with the flies.
I hate it, dude. You open up your door and they just like sense the cold air and they're like, scoop. And you're like, get out of here.
Oh, how much would you pay for this? Let's say it's a one-time. I'm just imagining one-time big purchase. Then they want to lock you in for some kind of subscription. I'm just guessing.
$30 a month.
Would I do it for 30? Probably. Yeah,
I would. As long, my caveats are, it's got to be able to navigate like my trees in my backyard, and also like there is no chance that it attacks Sully.
Yeah, I can't have him attacking my kids.
if there's any incidents where it attacks kids,
can't do it.
Pets, this thing's done. It's dead on arrival. But if you can hyper target and like just rock and roll, I love it.
Yeah, can't do that. I would say if they did a one time like $300, and then they
honestly,
then charge you, probably going to charge you a small subscription every, to like update the firmware and whatever.
Like $5.
I mean, it's totally worth it. Totally worth it.
It'd be cool,
but I don't want to mess with them. I just want it to work. I want it to work, and then I want to see them flying around killing stuff.
Yeah. I also like, it's such a flex to your neighbors for you to just like have this bad boy rocking in your front and back, and it's like, and they're like, yo, what's up with that drone thing? It's like, oh, that guy? That's a killer in the sky.
You mean the shredder?
You mean the shredder?
You mean the silent killer?
Do you want me to open it up for your backyard too? I can. I'm a friendly neighbor. Yeah, I can open it up to your backyard too. My shredder.
Destroyer of insects. Is that what you mean? Yeah.
Ooh, does this go after spiders?
For a small monthly fee. Spiders have their own use. They have their own
benefit. I know.
They have their own use.
Yellow jackets, get out of here though. They're very super annoying.
I'm done with yellow jackets. I'm done with wasps. I had a wasp like sting me sing my face, bro. I didn't do client calls, but I did. I would like meet with the little team of people that I was managing, and bro, half of my face was completely swollen.
Yeah.
Like my eye was swollen shut.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
I looked deformed. I mean, it was rough.
I just killed a wasp nest in our front of our house 2 days ago. I killed it and sucked it up with a vacuum. And then there's like I used the attachment, and there were like 10 wasps in my vacuum that I could literally see because it was clear.
Yeah.
And I was like, this sucks. I hate doing this.
Danger.
Super danger. Yeah.
Dangerous. I'd try to. I thought I was a tough guy. You know, it's like, okay, whatever. It stings me. It's fine. But after I like spent a week with a swollen face, like, bro, I'm hiding from those things.
Yeah.
I got the chemicals, and bro, I just spray them from like 15 feet away now.
Yeah, it's just a freaking rocket spray too. It's just a freaking diamond spray on them.
What would be way better than that is a micro drone, death from above. That's what
kills their nest too. I would love that.
Yeah,
just drills up their nest.
I'm in on this. What's this company called? Do we know what it's called?
It's your story.
I don't know what the company's called. It's just like I've just been calling it micro drone death from above. I don't know what it's called, but I want it, and I'm here for it. And the substantial down payment, first payment, and then lock me in for a micro subscription thereafter. I'm down. As long as you keep it like cheaper than Netflix, I think everybody's going to be.
It's called Torquilo Systems. Torquilo Systems. We actually have a video if you want to watch it.
We just did.
Well, they have a new one. They have there's one out of Y Combinator. Jack, if you want to open this up to like show actually how these things work. That's cool. This is like their actual Y Combinator vid that got
crazy
3.5 million
shredding them mid-air.
Dude, watch this. Wait. Okay, now watch this. Keep going, and it shows you how to shred them. But here's the cool part. Keep going. Yeah. Chemical free.
It shreds them mid-air.
Yeah. Wait. And then okay. So you make your little like area.
Yeah, man.
That's awesome.
Yeah, man.
And you're like, cool, this is your designated shred area. Autonomous deployment. Yo, that's awesome. Look at it, little like boop.
It's sick.
Dude, it's really small too. Like that's
tiny.
Actually, and it's navigating columns and a bunch of other stuff.
Why don't you just shred this thing?
Skew.
Like samurai-ish.
Yeah, it's samurai-ish.
Can you imagine like what the bugs are thinking? I mean, to them, this is probably like like an alien invasion.
Yeah, and then it just chills out. It goes back to its little home.
Tornial. Are they for sale?
Are they?
Pre-order, $100 deposit.
Micro drones that kill mosquitoes. Reserve your spot, $100 deposit. Dude, this I love this website. They just have literally the homepage is the drone annihilating a mosquito.
Oh,
as the main video when you it's just like, yeah, this is what it does. You like that?
Are you ready? Are you ready for how much this costs?
No, own it forever, $1,100.
$1,100. Wait, here's my question. Like, I'll do it if I only need one and it works forever. Well, I'm down. Whatever.
God,
$1,100 to get rid of flies and mosquitoes. Like
if
one time.
Oh, do we have more videos of this? Like, has someone purchased this? That's what I would want. Is like, does this thing actually work already perfectly? And we have like some people that have purchased and they're like, I love this.
Well, I don't know, but I think this may have been our longest watch and react ever because it was a great find. Great find. Moving forward to our next watch and react, ladies and gentlemen, let us talk about Trend Track and Rock After Sale. Want to know what's really working right now in e-commerce? Not what worked 6 months ago, but what's actually scaling on the market today. Trend Track gives you full access to the marketing playbook of any brand, in the world, from every Meta, Google, TikTok ad they run to every email and newsletter they send to their customers. Your direct competitors, biggest players on the market, it is all there. All the market data centralized in one place and refreshed every 24 hours. Go to trendtrack.io. Get onboarded with them today. If you want to know what's going on in the industry and what is working out, TrendTrack is your partner. Many thanks for TrendTrack being part of the show. And rocked after sale, ladies and gentlemen. Most D2C brands are obsessed with getting the next net new customer, but the real lever is making more money from the orders you're already getting. If you're getting 5,000 orders a month, you can sprinkle in an extra $3 to $4 on each one of those without touching your ads. Wouldn't that be nice? Yeah, it would. That's what brands like Olakai, Cozy Earth, Groove Life are doing with rocked after sale every day, adding post-purchase upsells and downsells from the cart through the thank you page and stacking extra 30 to 50 cents just by showing offers from Disney Plus and Venmo and HelloFresh, etc. High margin revenue straight to your bottom line. No hit to conversion, no impact on LTV. You can be live in minutes. Go to aftersale.com/offers. Get rolling with them today. Many thanks for Rocked After Sale being part of the show. Now, speaking of banger videos, Universal Ads dropped a banger video. Universal Ads, friend of the show.
Let's go.
Help make this thing happen. I am convinced, after I met James, I became convinced that TV would be one of the major storylines in D2C e-commerce, especially in 2027.
Yeah.
TV as a channel, because of what Universal Ads is doing, is going to become so relevant and hot and now. And there are a few among us like NeuroGum, et cetera, that are fully taking advantage. Any channel early opportunity, there's arbitrage, and there's a big one right now with Universal Ads because of what they're doing. I want to watch this because it was so well done.
Let's do it.
And the team hit a home run here. Producer Jack, play this for us. Sound on, por favor.
Introducing Universal Ads, the first of its kind TV ads manager, where every dollar you spend goes straight to your ads without fees or markups. Right now, there's a multi-billion-dollar heist that is happening in plain sight. Middlemen are pocketing up to 50% of every single TV ad dollar before it ever hits a screen. Today, that ends. Let me show you how it works. Let's say you're a skincare brand doing $5 million a month and you want to scale to 20 million. Right now, scaling with CTV requires a significant minimum spend, gate-kept vendors, and ad creative made by teams of 50. Universal Ads solves this. First, we'll install our Pixel, 2 tiny lines of code that live on your website and trace each purchase back to the exact ad that drove it. Next, we'll build our first campaign and set our objective to web conversions across the US at a low CPM of $10.
Thank you.
We'll click confirm.
But can we just stop there? Can we just stop for a second, Jack? $10 CPM?
Kind of crazy.
Hello? $10 CPM conversions, United States? Like this, this is why I think this is going to be such a banger opportunity because of the first 2 points he has made. Number one, prior to this, all of your CTV dollars, half of them have been getting pocketed by middlemen. It doesn't even go to the media spend. It's just like, hey, here's what we're going to quote you. Great, thanks. We'll take that, put that in our pocket. Because Universal Ads is owned by Comcast. They don't need to do that. Number two, bro, the cost. Impressions matter. $10 CPMs?
Crazy.
Like in 2026?
Yeah, that's unreal. Yeah. $10 CPMs in 2026 is unbelievable.
On the biggest screen in the house.
Yeah.
Bananas. Okay, keep going, Producer Jack.
Right now, Universal Ads is scanning viewing data across millions of households to find you the best customers. Using our AI prediction model, your ads are shown across more than 20 premium publisher partners on leading streaming platforms like Peacock, Tubi, and HBO Max. Now that we found a winning ad, we'll create variations without ever leaving the platform. We'll open up our AI video generator powered by Frontier models. We'll tell it, create variations of this ad, and let's use this product instead.
Please.
In minutes, 10 winning variations are live and scaling your account. Universal Ads even connects to Claude via MCP, so you can use it to build agents that automate ad creation, autonomously deploy assets, and scale your brand without ever leaving Claude. Fast-growing brands like NeuroGum, Avi, and Free Fly Apparel already use Universal Ads for their TV advertising campaigns and driving tens of millions of dollars for their business. To celebrate the launch, we're giving away up to $1,000 in ad credits and the exact playbook 7 to 9-figure brands are using to scale with Comcast Universal Ads. Comment the name of your company and we'll get you set up.
Pretty juicy, is it not?
Great launch. Incredible creative from that team over there. It feels like it's a potentially a Shown video. I feel like it's potentially from Shown, and they work with them directly on that.
Who is Shown?
Shown Media.
Matt Epstein.
Matt Epstein. It feels like a Matt video, and it's incredible what they've done over there. And I love this launch. I love this launch, and I think it is absolutely beautiful.
I would like to know if it was from Shown. I would like to know. It's definitely Matt-esque if it wasn't, which is a compliment because everything that the guy touches like goes mega viral. How many views is that sitting at right now, Producer Jack? Is that 327? 322? 322,000, something like 332,000. Baller.
Crazy.
A baller.
It was
a
him.
Launch video. It was him.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. It's got his thumbprint on it.
It does. You know? Yeah. It's really interesting what he is also developing over there, where we are starting to notice his actual thumbprint of the creative that he is launching. There is like a Matt Epstein-esque playbook that is being pushed out from him from a creative standpoint. That's really interesting.
Yeah. Great job by Universal Ads. Great launch from Matt Epstein and team. And I am absolutely convinced two things that too many of us in e-commerce are totally sleeping on that are now and are next. One is live selling. Okay. Too many in our space, totally unaware, wouldn't even know where to start. TikTok auctions is so big on it that they are pushing it hard so that they don't get overtaken by whatnot. Okay.
Yep.
Live selling. Number two is TV. TV is back specifically through Universal Ads because you're not getting half of your ad spend eaten up going nowhere simply because there's a lot of mystery shrouding television, etc. They are paving the path for D2C e-commerce performance marketing on TV. Very bullish on them and that. Moving forward to our closing time as we wrap things up here, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about Rich Panel. Your CX team is drowning in repeat tickets that are costing you money. Refunds, order tracking, subscription cancellations, etc. Rich Panel is the AI help desk that fixes this massive headache and automates 70 to 80% of your interactions. You're only responsible for the exceptions. Your team of Rich Panel AI agents has got you on the rest end to end. If you're paying $2 to $10 per ticket, you need to see what 30 cents feels like. Ridge did this, cut their cost per ticket by 70%, save $500,000. Migration takes less than 2 weeks and your CSAT score is going up. 50% autonomous resolution in 30 days guaranteed or your money back. Go to richpanel.com. Book your demo today. It is a no-brainer. Many thanks for Rich Panel being part of the show. Great post. Some words of wisdom here in closing time. Great post from the one and only Jason Wong, who knows all things packaging. He had a great thread here on Olipop. Bring this up, Producer Jack. Olipop's product wasn't holding the brand back. It was the described of sparkling digestive tonic, which made it sound closer to a supplement than something from the soda aisle. And I am back. Scroll down here, Producer Jack. Jason Wong had a lot of awesome points here, but his main thing is that, Jack, are you with us? Scroll down here. There you go. His main point here was the packaging, too much on the health, not enough on the taste, and just a healthier for you alternative soda brand. When they leaned into taste, keep scrolling down, Producer Jack. I'm looking for slide 4 of 8. Keep going. That's some of the old branding there. Here, when they leaned into taste, huge difference. We now know from Spend Market that Olipop is crushing Poppy on D2C sales specifically, but it was that leaning into not redoing their formula, but just retranslating their packaging in a winsome format. Keep scrolling down here, Producer Jack, that led them to doubling their revenue from $200 million in 2023 to $400 million in 2024. Olipop now holds 60% of the global prebiotic soda market and is stocked in nearly 50,000 U.S. stores. This next one is good too. Look, just keep scrolling here, Producer Jack. The rebrand, it was strategic, and I totally agree with him. The packaging to me is winsome and it's lovely, and the cover of the book, it matters for people picking it up and reading it.
Yeah, I think this is kind of a test and a tale of you have to be clear. You have to be super clear with what you're selling and not trying to be cute with what you're selling. So if you want to wind back to what they were originally packaged as, which is that sparkling tonic, that's kind of the brand being a little cutesy and being a little bit too smart for its own good. If they just kind of push this as better for you soda, which is the new tagline now, it's very simple. I can make the kind of the touch points between my brain of like soda bad, lots of sugar, better for you soda. Oh, cool, awesome. I like cream soda. I don't like bad soda. I like good cream soda. Olipop, easy. And so they're making the connection a lot easier for mainstream and people that are less focused on social tonics and all of the above.
Yeah, I'm not sure I really like what is a tonic? Like when I hear that, it sounds fancy.
Sounds like a potion.
I just don't really know what that is. I definitely know what soda is though.
Yeah.
And I know what healthier soda is. And if it tastes great, that's even better. Moving forward here, more words of wisdom. This coming from the one and only Alex Hormozy, who is much more than just a course seller, ladies and gentlemen. He is a businessman. Bring this up for us, producer Jack. Alex Hormozy had this to say: you will increase your sales and close rates more by perfecting what the person consumes before they talk to you than perfecting what you say afterward. And our own Brian Bloom, friend of the show, came in on this. He said, built and sold a company off this thesis. I think there's a lot of wisdom here. Your thoughts on this?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, just a little bit of opening the kimono for people. I will actively give people over amounts of information. I will over communicate. I will constantly update people on what we are doing with the show all the time, every single day. And that's before I've even hopped on a call with them or like tried to move forward with them in some capacity. I am trying to over index to them that we are constantly innovating and moving, because we are. And if they can understand and consume all of this content and be super familiar with us, the sale at the end of the day is a lot easier.
I think there's a lot of wisdom there. And I want to continually perfect our content. It inspired me, to be honest, hearing this from Brian. It inspired me. I want to get better at content myself. Last of our closing time, Drew Fallon. A little maybe perhaps some lessons here. I think I was aware of this brand, but skincare brand Covey, scroll down here, producer Jack, shuts down in an Instagram post coming from Covey's account. Founders thanked customers and shared the news of the brand's closure. Founded by model Emily DiDonato and Google exec Christina Garcia in 2021, Covey Skin was built targeting busy millennial mothers to make skincare simple, effective, and less overwhelming. Brand raised $800K angel round in 2021. Operated primarily as a D2C business. I feel like I don't know if this is Emily DiDonato, but I feel like I recognize this person. I feel like I don't. You don't. I feel like I recognize her. I feel like
I don't know.
I have seen her. A little sad. Don't love to hear people shutting down. Apparently, the economics not working out there. What do you got?
E-commerce is hard. E-commerce is hard, people. You can't just have a skincare brand. You can't just have a supplement brand. E-commerce is really hard.
E-com is hard. Internet is hard. And we move forward to our moment of Zen to wrap up the show. On our way, let us talk about the one and only Sati. Ladies and gentlemen, your affiliate program. It's been running for a while. Looks fine on paper. Commissions going out, sales coming in. But you probably have a nagging feeling that there's more going on under the hood than you can see. It's true. And the reason you have that feeling is because the entire industry is built on one thing: last click. Whoever gets the last click gets the commission. That's the logic. Oversimplifies affiliates as a channel entirely. Sati is the first affiliate platform built on multi-touch attribution, cookieless, Shopify native services. Who introduced the customer, who nurtured them, and who closed the sale. So you're no longer just looking at a flat list of commission payouts. You have a map of your affiliate channel, how it moves people through a buying decision. Go to mysati.io/champion/ecom-cowboy. You're going to get 20% off your plan, full migration support, onboarding setup, and monthly strategic calls with the Sati team. It is the next generation, next iteration of affiliates and how to use them winsomely. Go talk with Sati. Many thanks for them being part of the show. Now, to close things out, this I felt was a delightful video that speaks of loving gabagool, and especially was appreciated by two friends of the show, TJ Bongiorno and Chris Orsi. I would like to play it now, sound on, so that we can get the full effect as we close out the show. Please bring us to the front. Play this. I know you love this.
Wow.
You know, just a little lightness heading into the end of the show. Your thoughts, words of wisdom for us, Colin Doherty. Last word for you as we exit today's episode.
Oh, people are going to be immortalized with their AI models now. So James Gandolfini lives on forever.
He does. And Chris Orsi's response here was, we need 10,000 more data centers for
That's
this. Fair. Exactly. Many thanks to the one and only Nate Lagos, founder of Shooting Doubles, joining us today. Many thanks to Cody Schneider, co-founder and CEO of Graft.com, joining us on the show. Many thanks to Northbeam, Seguno, Postscript, Rocked, Aftersell, Sati, Proxima, Universal Ads, Tie, Trend Track, Rich Panel, Intelligems, Slash, and more. Thank you for joining us and making this show possible. We will be back tomorrow. See you on the other side.